smart people. They rationalize anything. But the reality is, like, intuition comes.
Good evening, everybody. Today is October the 7th. We are reading Robert Greene's The Daily Laws. Today's title is Rationality, a Simple Definition. Clearly, the words rational and irrational can be quite loaded. People are always labeling those who disagree with them irrational. What we need is a simple definition that can be applied as a way of judging as accurately as possible the difference between the two. The following shall serve as our barometer. We constantly feel emotions and they continually infect our thinking, making us veer towards thoughts that please us and soothe our egos. It is impossible to not have our inclinations and feelings somehow involved in what we think. Rational people are aware of this and through introspection and effort are able to some extent. Irrational people have no such awareness. They rush into action without carefully considering the ramifications and consequences. In all cases, the degree of awareness represents the difference. So the degree of are you aware of what you're doing represents the difference. Rational people can readily admit their own irrational tendencies and the need to be vigilant. On the other hand, irrational people become highly emotional when challenged about the emotional root of their decisions. They are incapable of introspection and learning. Their mistakes make them increasingly defensive. Daily law. How would you rate yourself on this scale? The law of human nature. 1. Master your emotional self. The law of irrationality. So, the difference on the barometer, the scale, is are you aware? Can you admit to when you're being irrational? Are you rushing into things? And, so basically, can you take a step back and admit to when you're wrong, when you rushed into things and you weren't thinking clearly? That's your barometer. I've had moments of irrationality when anger is one catalyst for me. If something has made me mad, then I'm not going to be quite rational. I'm going to usually vengeance. That's what I'm going after. I want the person to pay. That is irrational because I'm thinking with my emotions. So I might say something untoward to what I'm feeling, but if I take a step back, think about what I'm feeling and how I'm letting my emotions catch me up into whatever the scenario is, then I can be rational and think about what I'm doing, why I'm upset, and a better way to handle the situation. So this is a good one. The simple definition of rationality, and it makes you be patient, not rush into things, and think about what you're doing before you do it. Y'all have a good night. We got it done, and see y'all tomorrow. We'll do it again.